The management of affordable housing is a very compliance-centric and fear-based industry. This often leads our staff to obsess over paperwork, and we forget that we are actually dealing with a human being, trying to make one of the most important decisions of their life, where they're going to live. After years of hard work, experimentation, and growth, being different to TREC means being human-centered rather than compliance-centered. All employees enter into what we call the TREC Hospitality Covenant. In this covenant, we pledge to treat everyone with the kindness that we all want, do our own part to take care of the place where we live and work, take the time to help each other achieve our goals and aspirations.
To us, human-centered means three things. One, we're responsible stewards of the asset. Two, we take good care of the property. And three, our policies, practices, and procedures recognize that we are all human. It takes all three to be human-centered. We believe that what happens on a property, the activities on a property, the programs on a property are resident-led and staff-supported. We participate, we support them. We're really giving residents the opportunity to lead them.
It is very important to me to engage residents in community life because it is something I remember as a child that my mom used to do within the community. When I was younger, I lived in low-income public housing myself, and it was very helpful to be able to do fun things with my friends in the community to build a sense of family and willingness that you can be protected if something was going to happen while you were running around outside with kids. So I like to take her approach and engage the community in doing fun things together. What I have set up is called Talk to Me Tuesday, and we do that once a quarter to build that community or to build that sense of family with the people in the building.
It made me a better person being on the stewardship team. I've never lived in a community like this, so it was a learning curve and experience for me that I thoroughly enjoyed. We have a lot of contests to beautify the property. Like the one I sticks out in my mind the most is the beautify your porch. We had a contest. And if all 6 apartments in that entrance participated in making our porch beautiful, then we all got $5 off our rent.
One more story that I love to share is about a resident who lives on a property that we manage that has a preference for residents on the autism spectrum. A young woman who lives in one of these apartments was in her own place for the first time. She mostly kept to herself and we didn't see her much. After she had lived there for about 6 months, she began to feel more comfortable and confident in herself. At her annual recertification, her mother shared with me that her daughter had left the apartment on her own to walk into town by herself for the first time ever. Both the resident and her mother were so proud and excited about how well she was doing. And then she came to the ice cream social that we held right around that time and invited a friend to join in.
Managing your own properties is really the only way for us to stay deeply connected to the communities that we're building, really understand how the residents are living in these spaces, how the neighbors feel about it, how the product itself from a physical standpoint and a social standpoint is working, and that helps to create this feedback loop for learning and going forward and becoming better all the time. And if there's trust there, then the metrics, the performance of the property is enhanced. There's less delinquency, there's less eviction, there's better security, and it creates the type of community that we all want to live in.